Student, in this we are going to study now codominance. In incomplete dominance, you have studied that neither of the parent is dominant, isn't it? In codominant, here what happens when both the genes of alleles they express equally. They express equally. That is the definition. When both the genes of allelomorphic pair express equally. That is, dominant character is not able to suppress the recessive character, isn't it? And both the characters are expressed equally. Best example, student, is human blood group AB. They are the best example of codominant, isn't it? Let us see now. You know, this is the RBC. On RBC, there is surface antigen responsible for denoting your blood group. Antigen is nothing, student, but protein. DNA or genes make RNA and RNA makes protein, and that is that gene for that surface antigen on RBC. This one. And this is the surface antigen which determines your blood group. And there are four, you know very well, there are four types: O, A group, B group, and AB. Our example is here AB. Like the first one here, in the first one, here we see what is written over I. We have written O because O is recessive. O is recessive means it do not produce any antigen and do not produce any antigen. You know, O group RBC do not have any antigen. So there is no question of dominant and recessive, isn't it? Then in A, there are two conditions in A. This is IAA, homozygous, dominant, and IAO, isn't it? The same is here, that is BB. BB means homozygous dominant in B group, two conditions. And another one is on one side of the gene B is there and on another O. These are the two conditions in B blood group. So what we can write here, what we can infer here, A and B dominant over O. Dominant over O. You see here, A is dominant over O and B is dominant over O, isn't it? And now come here on our example, codominance AB. Here what happens, student? Here both the antigens are there, A and B, isn't it? And so we can write here both A and B are dominant, that is express equally. That is express equally, and that is why this condition is called codominance. Neither of the gene in the allele is dominant, but they express equally. These are the alleles. And what are these, students? These are the surface antigen which denote the blood group. This green color. Here we have used this surface antigen in the form of letters. And fortunately, student, the same explanation of this question gives you the idea of one question called explain multiple allelism. Whatever I have explained you here, multiple allelism, the same thing we have to study in multiple allelism, because here many alleles are there, multiple. So there are 6 conditions. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are called multiple allelism. In entire human race, we have these 6 conditions having 4 blood groups. Isn't it? So how we define codominance? When both the genes of allelomorphic, these are alleles, pairs express equally. Like here in human blood group AB, both A and B are dominant, that is expressed equally. Student, in this chapter there are two topics, that is polygenic inheritance and pleiotropy. Both are just opposite to each other and very interesting. Polygenic inheritance means many genes affect or control one trait. And on another side, pleiotropy is the single gene and control many characters or trait. So let us see polygenic inheritance. Polygenic inheritance meaning is, student, poly means many genes and single trait. But what is the definition? Definition means when more than one pairs of the genes control or effect on single phenotype. Phenotype means, student, trait. Phenotype means trait. For example, in human body, many genes are responsible for single skin color trait. Single example, in human body, many genes control one trait, that is skin color. Isn't it? Skin color is considered as one trait in human. Like height is one trait, hair shape is one trait, eye color is one trait. Similarly, skin color is one trait, and we can study it in detail in this explanation. Like these are the alleles and skin color. There are many alleles. This is AA, capital BB and capital CC, all dominant alleles. All dominant alleles. These are responsible for, student, darker colors, darker skin, darker color of the skin, like in Negroes. Similarly, we have capital A, small a, capital B, small b, capital C, small c. Here in this allele, three dominant. We see three dominant alleles, and this will result in intermediate skin color. Intermediate skin color, isn't it? Similarly, the third condition, student. In third condition, all recessive. Small a, small b, small b, small c, all the alleles are recessive. All recessive. In this condition, we get white or white color, or you can say albino. White color, human, they are called albino, and the condition is called albinism. Isn't it? So let us recap one. Polygenic inheritance means many genes, one trait. When more than one pair of the genes, 1, 2, 3, control single feature, that is skin color. In humans, we have these conditions. All the dominant alleles in capital A, B, C, darker color of the skin, and three are dominant. Small a, capital A, small b, capital B, small c, capital C. So intermediate color, that is BTC skin. and small a, small b, small c all recessive gives white color because melanin will be absent. Here no melanin. Due to this recessive homozygous condition, melanin is not produced and the person is albino and the condition is albinism. Student, after this we will study pleiotropy, that is just opposite of this, that is one gene and many phenotype, many traits. Student, when we study these principles in this chapter, principle of inheritance, we don't keep in our mind Mendelism, because all these are the examples, all these flow charts are the example of deviation from Mendelism. Mendel told that one gene is responsible for one trait, like one gene in the pea plant was responsible for tall pea plant, then gene responsible for the pod of the pea, dark pea plant. So we have to keep away Mendelism from the mind. It is deviation from Mendelism. Like, and we study now pleiotropy, which is just opposite of polygenic inheritance. In polygenic inheritance, you have studied that many gene, poly means many gene, is responsible for one trait. But here, pleiotropy, one gene responsible for many traits. This is the meaning of pleiotropy. And what is the definition? Condition when one gene affects or control many traits, means many phenotypes. The best example is, there is a disease called condition in a human body called phenylketonuria. Phenylketonuria in human body. Phenylketonuria, PKU, in human body. That I will explain you now with the help of very interesting flow chart. Student, this is chromosome and this is gene. You know, gene makes RNA and RNA makes protein. So this gene produces a protein called or enzyme called phenylalanine hydroxylase. This enzyme or protein produced by this gene in the chromosome is responsible for catalyzing phenylalanine into tyrosine. It catalyzes or it converts this compound in our body, phenylalanine, into tyrosine, and tyrosine is converted into melanin in presence of enzyme tyrosinase. Now what happens? Sometimes this gene get mutated. It is present in your body but get mutated. Mutation occurs and so there is no production of this enzyme. PAH is not produced. Phenylalanine hydroxylase is not produced. Then what happens, student? This phenylalanine start accumulating in our body. It get accumulated in our body. Where does it get accumulated? It get accumulated in our blood, lymph and cerebrospinal fluid. Cerebrospinal fluid. Because this enzyme is not synthesized, so this will start accumulating in our body. As a result, it produces three traits. Three traits are produced. Many are produced, but these three are important. That's the person suffers from mental retardation. Then, as a result of this accumulation, and then reduction in hair pigmentation. Hair pigmentation, and one more trait, reduction in, because melanin will not be formed, so reduction in skin pigmentation. Skin pigmentation means the person again become albino type. Reduction in skin pigmentation. So these are the traits. One, mental retardation, reduction in the hair pigmentation, reduction in the skin pigmentation. These are the traits. And ultimately, how many genes are responsible? Only one, which is mutated. So one gene and many traits. One gene and many traits. Let us recap one. Pleiotropy means one gene, many traits. And this is the definition. Condition when one gene affects or controls many traits. Example, phenylketonuria in human. This is the chromosome and this is the gene responsible for production of enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase, which catalyzes the conversion of phenylalanine into tyrosine. But due to mutation, this is not produced. Phenylalanine is not produced. Phenylalanine hydroxylase is not produced. So this will accumulate in our body. Where it will accumulate? In the blood, in the lymph, in cerebrospinal fluid, and so it will result in these traits: mental retardation, reduction in hair pigmentation, and reduction in skin pigmentation. So one gene, many traits.